Krishna. So all of you, so will be comfortably seated. Okay. Welcoming all of you the first Sunday Feast program at Panathur.
Hari Hari.
This is a coincidence. Actually, the first Gita course also that by Prabhuji only. So the first Sunday Feast program also Prabhuji is only giving. So I'm very happy here welcoming Prabhu. We are very fortunate to have Prabhuji here today, and he is our core member in this ISKCON Whitefield. All of you know ISKCON Whitefield is our parent center. So Prabhuji is one of the key members in ISKCON Whitefield. I know Prabhuji was quite long time center. So Prabhuji did his BBE in Aurangabad. He was a class topper earlier, and university topper, not class topper, university topper. In third year, and class topper in the final year. And completed his master degree in IIT Delhi. And he has worked at different MNC. Now he is also working in, and he worked in US also. And he presently is working as a manager in one of the MNC in Bangalore. He started practicing Krishna consciousness in 2005. And you all know Prabhuji from the beginning in ACS level, and even before ACS level, Prabhu was serving in our temple, SBI temple, SNGF temple. And there also he was playing a key role actually. He's guiding so many, particularly Prabhuji is very expert in Grexar guiding. So I'm welcoming Prabhuji. Thank you for joining with us. We are very fortunate. So we all chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for his Prabhuji's health as well as his spiritual progress. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So it's so wonderful. Earlier we used to say that our parent temple is SNGM. Now we will start saying that our parent center is AECS level. So
Which one?
So it is so nice that we are inaugurating our Sunday feast today. And I remember it is just a flash of now memory going back, and we had in Happy Loka. Yes. Happy Loka, we had 2018 or 19, we started first Gita course. But of course, before that, we had Srinidhi Prabhu, Krishna Karunamurthy Prabhu, and Deepak Prabhu. So they were all there. And but somehow, you say that in the span of 3 to 4 years, or maybe 3 to 4 years, now starting from Gita course, 2-3 family members, and coming up center here, and then now we will be starting the Sunday feast from today. I'm not sure how many of you will be appreciating that the journey started 3 years back, and now we are having the full-fledged center. So I think it's an amazing journey. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada, and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all the previous Acharya, without their mercy, we cannot do anything. And so very happy to be part of this journey to some degree, whatever Srila Prabhupada allows us and wish. And of course, so now we are going to celebrate. What is the biggest festival that we're going to celebrate now? Gaur Purnima. Gaur Purnima Maha Mahotsav ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. And when is it that? Tuesday, 7th March. Very good. So today we will focus more on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and what is so special about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are many incarnations happens in the past, but why we follower of Gaudiya Vaishnavas and follower of Srila Prabhupada, we have very good attachment that we celebrate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthday with very big way. So before that, we will sing this very wonderful bhajan. And I heard coincidentally the same bhajan being chanted or recited at our terrain center now at 8:30. So we will that. So before going that, let's hear, because it's very meditative. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Narottam Das, this bhajan on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so meditative. So we'll first understand the translation and then we'll sing that. Is that okay? गौरंग करुणा करो दीनहीन जने मौसम पतित प्रभु नाही त्रिभुवने. Tribhuvane means mosama patita. Sama means equal. There is no one equal to me, patita, in all three words. Oh my dear Lord Gauranga. Maybe Mataji can start. Read the one translation. Are you able to see?
My dear Lord Gauranga, please show your mercy to this
Lowly
and
destitute
destitute soul. Oh Lord, there is no more fallen than myself in all these words.
All three words. Tribhuvane. So Narottam Das Thakur is saying that you are a Patit Pavan and I am a Patit, and there is nobody Patit equal to me in all three words. Dante Trida Dhori Gaura Daki ye tomara Kripa Kori Esho Amara Hudaya Mandira.
Holy grass between my teeth, O Lord Gaura, I am calling out to you now. Please be compassionate upon me and come to reside within the temple of my heart.
So Dante Trina Dhari. Dante means so Trina means grass. So Narottam Das is saying. So this is a significant and also kind of way that earlier days people used to express their humility by having the grass in their teeth. So holding grass between my teeth, I am calling out now. Krupa Kari. Krupa Kari means be compassionate upon me, and not only that you be compassionate upon me, but he is calling out and requesting Gauranga Mahaprabhu to reside where? Hridaya Mandira. Jadi daya na karibe patita dekhiya patita pavan nama kesire lagiya. Jadi daya na karibe. If you don't do daya, but patita dekhiya, by seeing that Narottam Das is a patita pavan nam. Why did you get this Patita Pavan name? Mataji?
If you do not give your mercy, seeing how fallen I am, then why are you known as Patita Pavan, the merciful Savior of the fallen?
Podechi bhava tufane nahika niskara Sri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Koro Para.
I am plunged amidst the violent hurricane-stricken waves in the ocean of this material world, from which there is no escape. Kindly give me the gift of your divine lotus feet, which are compared to a boat in which your servant may cross over the ocean of birth and death.
So this Bhavsagar is compared to the hurricane, Bhavat Tufan, Nahika Nistar. There is no way that one can actually cross this Bhavsagar, but there is a way. So what is the way? The divine lotus feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. And because of that, one will be able to cross this ocean of Bhavsagar. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasera Anudas Prarthana Karoe Sada Narottama Das.
Narottam Das, the servant of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, ceaselessly makes this prayer.
Make this prayer. Okay. So we'll sing this. Very meditative. Let's try to close and try to be in very meditative mode. Forget about what's happening in Panathur, Bangalore, or something. Let's focus and see that it's such a beautiful bhajan. I'm not a good singer, but let's try it. Gauranga Karuna Karam Dinahina Jane Mosama Patita Prabhu Nahi Tribhuvane Dante Trina Gori Gaura Dakiye Tomara Kripa Gauri Sho Amar Hridayo Mandire Jadi dayana koribe patita dehiya patita pavana nama kisere lagiya Poreti baba tumare nahi kanisara Sri Charana Dharani Dane Dase Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasiranu Dasa Pratani Karoya Sada Narottama Dasa Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasiranu Dasa Gauranga Karuna Karo Dinahina Jane Nosama Patita Prabhu Nahi Tribhuane Gauranga Karuna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, हरि गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकल रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सकल ललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome to our first ever Sunday feast at Panathur. When we had a Janmashtami, we always used to say first ever Janmashtami in Velandur. Then we had next time first ever Janmashtami in Panathur, and first ever Janmashtami in PK Sports. Okay. So today we will discuss what is so speciality about Gauranga Mahaprabhu. There are so many avatars. Sri Jagannath Das Babaji says, For the follower of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we have all the incarnations are very respectable. We worship them. They are all very reverent to all of us. However, there is a particular speciality of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's avatar, and he says, because we are in which yuga are we in now?
Kali Yuga.
Right? So we are in Kali Yuga, and there is a special for each yuga there is avatar, and in this age of Kali, which is the avatar?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is why Jagannath Das Babaji says it is very, very important for all of us that we are very much loyal. We are loyal to all other, but we are very specifically loyal to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he is a Yuga avatar in this age of, particularly in this age of Kali, is very he's a Yuga avatar for all of us. So our loyalty goes towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As recent as latest this morning, Kartikeya Prabhu was saying that he was hearing one sannyasi class, and when he was asked that there is a Lord Krishna in front of you and there is a Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and who would you choose among these two or between these two? And sannyasi answered, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So the example is given just especially on birthday, mother and the baby boy, they are very, very happy because boy's birthday is there. So when the birthday celebration is over, and then he gets gift, and once the gift is and the function is over, then at the end of the evening, so what the baby boy and the mother will do, he will immediately go and see how many gifts you have got, what kind of gifts got. So there are very wonderful gifts packaged very nicely, and then mother is helping this little baby boy to unwrap those gifts, and some of the gifts are very latest, maybe the boy may not know that, so then the mother will introduce that how to play this gift. So there might be toys, there may be stationary items, there may be clothes or different things. So mother is introducing baby boy to these different kinds of gift. Now what is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's similarity here? So similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a mother, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is introducing all of us how to celebrate Janmashtami, how to celebrate Radhashtami, how to celebrate Ramanavami. And then the question may come that different people are giving different gifts. What mother is giving gift to baby? What gift mother is giving?
God.
Gaur Purnima, okay? Love and affection in the form of herself. She is dedicated 24/7. Is there anything better love between mother and son in this material world? No. So similarly, what is the special gift for all of us from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He has given himself in the form of holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur alerts, because there are people who may be doubting that whether Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a really incarnation, is he really competent Yuga avatar, or he is even the combination of Radha and Krishna. That is what we hear, right? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nai, Anya. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Navadvip Dham Mahatmya gives a very wonderful thing. He says, Lord Shiva has his trident, and Lord Shiva is always serving Krishna. If you go to Vrindavan Dham, Lord Shiva is serving Lord Krishna in the form of Gopeshwar Mahadev, and he's also called as a Dhameshwar. He's a Kshatrapal. He's protecting Dham. If you go to even Vrindavan, even if you go to Navadvip Dham, or even if you go to other places, Lord Shiva is protecting. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving thing that if you are not having confidence or you are not having a faith, Shraddha on appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Lord Shiva's Trishul, trident will come and hit on your chest. And the first pointed figure, the pointed that arrow or the point that if we have a doubt that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combined incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. If we have a doubt, then what will happen? First, first arrow or the trident will come and hit on our chest. If that is not enough, of course, then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Radha Krishna nahi anya. Rupa Navu Janera Jivana Vishwambhara Priyankara Sri Swarupa Damodara Sri Goswami Rupa Sanatana. Translation?
Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya is not different from Sri Sri Radha and Krishna and is the very life of those Vaishnavas who follow Sri Rupa Goswami. Sri Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami were the givers of great happiness to Vishwambara, Sri Chaitanya, Sri Guru Parampara.
So, Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya, Radha Krishna. So, this is the prayers, bhajans from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. That if we don't have, or rather in a negative words, if you have a doubt that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combination of Radha and Krishna, be assured that one piece of trident coming all the way from Mayapur, Navadip, and it will hit in Bangalore. The second piece of trident, yeah, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu maybe is a combination of Radha and Krishna, but he may not be complete avatar, or he may not be even competent to become an Yuga avatar. If we have that doubt, then what will happen? Second trident piece will come and hit us. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that the third trident is waiting. If we have a doubt, that Navadvip Dham and Vrindavan Dham, they are different. If we have that doubt, so other way, that means Navadvip Dham and Vrindavan Dham are same. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a complete avatar and he's a Yuga avatar. And the first thing that he is incarnation of Radha and Krishna. So if we don't have any of these doubts, then be assured that the trident of Lord Shiva will not come and hit. But the contrary, the opposite to that, if we have a doubt of any of the things, Lord Shiva's trident Trishul will come and hit on our chest. And morning, when you get up, you may have some mark here. But Nityananda Mahaprabhu, and again it is a song from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says that what do you want? Shraddha bana jana hai. So he's saying that all you need to have is Shraddha. And with that Shraddha, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Sikha. So that is what Nityananda Mahaprabhu is coming and requesting all of us, give a preliminary prize, right? What preliminary prize he is asking? Shraddha. Have a Shraddha, have a faith that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a complete avatar, and the instruction that he is giving, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Sikha. It is so unfortunate thing that we have faith on so many things, but when it comes to spirituality, we have thousands of doubts. For example, morning we get milk, right? Ever we asked that it is milk only, there is no poison in that, right? Did you ever doubt that? But when you come to Krishna consciousness, is Krishna actually Supreme Personality of God? Is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu an avatar? Actually, was there a Vrindavan actually, or this Krishna, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Prabhu Ramchandraji? Did Prabhu Ramchandraji appear on this? I don't think so. So that is what. But what we need is that, or now when we take the auto to come here, did we ever ask this auto wala that please make sure that you that we reach to the destination? Don't take to anywhere else, right? We have so many places we faith, blind faith. But when you come to Krishna consciousness, we don't have even blind faith. What about the other faith also? So Nityananda Mahaprabhu is saying that please give Shraddha, at least basic things, right? If you see in a bhakti, there are 9 stages, and it begins with Shraddha. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. So we must have a, because without Shraddha, we cannot do anything. We cannot even take food. We cannot go to the office. We cannot go to school. We cannot go to college. So we must have a faith. But similarly, if material things also need a faith, why not on the spiritual thing? So Nityananda Mahaprabhu saying that please, he's begging what? He's saying that please just have a faith that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is an incarnation. He's a complete Yuga avatar. Now, when it comes to the avatar, what is the purpose of avatar? 4.8 Paritranaya sadhunam. So first we'll take not in a sequence ways, but yeah, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. The first thing is that to annihilate miscreants. How many of you think that Krishna has to appear to annihilate the miscreants? How many of you think that Krishna has to appear to annihilate the miscreants? Prabhu is saying. Our acharyas, Rasik acharyas, have a doubt on this. So how many of you really thinking that Krishna has to come here? Yes or no? How many say yes? Raise hand. Okay, Okati, Eradu, Mura. 4, 5, 6. Okay. What about Krishna doesn't have to really come? Majority. Why do you think that Krishna doesn't have to come? Sudarshan Chakra is enough. Okay.
Sitting in the heart.
He's sitting in heart. Okay.
Open heart surgery.
He'll open heart surgery. But I would go to the next level, not even chakra. Krishna's Srushti is good enough. One small coronavirus is good enough. Right? We experience that. A small, tiny coronavirus can create a havoc. Doesn't even Krishna. Maya adhyakshana prakriti suyete sarcharana. Yetu nane ne kaunte jagat parivartate 9.10. Krishna doesn't have to come. Krishna's Srushti will take care of that. So our Acharya says this is not a very powerful reason that Krishna has to appear. The next is to establish dharma. To establish dharma, Krishna doesn't really need to come. His devotees are good enough. One founder Acharya, dear devotee of Lord Krishna, has established Krishna Bhavanamrut, ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, all over the world in a span of 12 years, in a decade. Can you imagine the other faith, different faith than the Bhagavata faith, took centuries together, but Srila Prabhupada took only a decade. That one Mahabhagavata is good enough to establish dharma. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, very wonderful shloka is there. In 3rd canto, 5th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Janasya Krishna Vimukasya Daivat Adharmasya Silasya Sudukhitasya Anugrahaye Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavani Janardanasya. What is his translation?
Oh my Lord, great belongs.
You find difficult?
Yeah,
Maybe Prabhu's can read.
Oh my Lord, eight philanthropic souls travel on the earth on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to show passion to the fallen souls who are averse to the sense of subordination to the Lord.
So, why we are actually struggling in this material world? Janasya Krishna Vimukasya Daiva. Vimukasya. Vimukasya means we turned our face away from Krishna. And because of that, what happened? Adharmasya. So because of that, adharma is prominent. And because of that, adharma is prominent. What is dharma? Sudukhitasya. Not only dukhitasya, but Sudukhitasya. So all the living entities, we are really in a great miseries. And the root cause of all those that Janasya Krishna Vimukasya Daiva Adharma Silasya Sudukhitasya. And then who is actually coming? Anugrahayena Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavani Janardasya. So on behalf of the Janardana, Supreme Personality of Godhead, to show compassion, anugrahane, to the fallen soul who are averse to the serene of the subordination of the Lord, great philanthropic soul travel all over the world. So Acharya says Krishna does not really need to come to establish dharma because great souls, Bhutani Bhavyani Janardasya, his great followers actually can take that. Then what is that? Somebody say, okay, to protect sadhus, right? The third cause is that to protect sadhus, right? Paritranaya sadhuna. To protect sadhus, Krishna has to come. But Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto does not show that. Example of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was nicely chanting, remembering Krishna. Did he need any support of Krishna? Krishna really need to come? Of course, when Hiranyakashipu asked, where is your Lord? Then he said, my Lord is here, right? In this pillar, not here. But in that pillar. And then when Hiranyakashipu broke that or crashed that pillar, Lord Narasimhadev appeared. So to protect sadhu also, Krishna does not need to come. Devotees are protected by their worship. They are, because if somebody is honestly engaged in the service of Krishna, automatically he is protected. Then why does Krishna need to come? What do you think? For the pleasure of devotees, wonderful.
The loving relationship with the
Loving exchanges of devotees, very wonderful. So, Acharya question, what type of protection sadhus request? Because the devotees are having separation, viraha, and because of that separation, they are actually struggling because of that fire. And to protect that, the devotees from that fire, Krishna personally comes, and that is where the devotees actually enjoys that. Otherwise, Krishna doesn't. Even though coronavirus is good enough, devotees themselves are good enough. But when the loving exchanges have to happen, that is where Krishna personally comes. Lord Brahma says, very wonderful from 10th canto, 14th chapter. Prapancham nisprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janata ananda sandoha pratitum prabho. So, Lord Brahma knows prapancha. Prapancha means this bhavsagar. Nishprapancha means beyond the bhavsagar. Vidambai, Lord Brahma is actually surprising. He is astonished why Lord has to come. Because he knows what is all in this bhavsagar. So he knows that Krishna doesn't really need to come to take care of all these things. Then he's vidambana bhutale. He's actually really in astonishment why Krishna has to come personally. And then he say, prapanna janata ananda. Prapanna means those who have surrendered. Janata ananda sandhya. So Lord Brahma is saying that, oh my dear master,
My dear master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you have come to this earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotees.
he said this prapancha, nisprapancha, vibanda is vidambana, it doesn't need it. You don't have to come. In fact, I'm wondering, I'm astonished that why you are coming here, because I know what is in this material world. One devotee was saying, very humorous, but sometimes cook devotees, it's our devotee example. When the cook devotees are cooking, especially on Sunday feast, what they will do? They will put all this pumpkin and all things which they don't like, they will put on Sunday feast. And when the devotees coming in their Sunday feast, they are enjoying they are really enjoying this prasadam, and this devotee is wondering how they are actually enjoying. So similarly, Lord Brahma said, I know what happens in this material world. Why are you coming here? Prapanna janata ananda sandoha pratitum prabhu. He's saying that you come only for giving janata ananda. He's giving to give the happiness, as Mataji rightly said, to give the happiness to his devotees. Another wonderful example from Bhagavatam, 10.33 from Rasa Leela. अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां मानुषं देहम् आस्थिता भजते तादृशं क्रीडा या श्रुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्.
When
Yes,
the
bro.
Lord, when the Lord assumes a human-like body to show mercy to his devotees, he engages in such pastimes as will attract those who hear about them to become dedicated to him.
To dedicated to him. Anugrahaya. Anugraha. Graha means like we say plants, right? Grahan is we have somebody has sadisati and this different, right? Anugrahan. Anugraha means to remove all the ill effects of graha, to remove all the devotees of the Lord from the ill effects and to make them favorable. Anugrahana bhaktanam manusham deham astita. So what does Lord do? Human like a form. Manusham deham astitam bhajate twadasi kridaya srutva tat paro bhavet. So when the Lord assumes a human like a form, he comes only to show mercy, to remove this all bad effects of graha. Anugrahani bhaktana manushim deyam astita. So when Lord appeared, Lord Krishna, when he appeared, external is all inauspicious, right? Inauspicious thing. When he appeared, where did he appear? Jail. And in a jail, how is the vibe? Today the vibe, right? We say what is the vibe in jail? What is the vibration in jail? Very negative, right? Very negative vibration there. If you come to Bhakti Center, the very positive vibration. But you go to the jail, what is the vibration? Not only that, not only that, how many cruel, sinful, wicked people were actually in that jail before even Devaki and Vasudeva. It is not that they made inaugurated jail prison for Devaki and Vasudeva, and Kamsa said, okay, now you are the first incidents in the kingdom of Kamsa, that Devaki and Vasudeva. So such was the place, inauspicious place externally. And what was the time that Lord appeared there? Midnight. It's not the auspicious. Brahma Muhurta is auspicious. But in Sukadeva Goswami, the third canto, 10th canto, third chapter, where he talks about that when Lord appears, Atha Sarva Gunopeta Kala Parama Shobana. He makes place and even the Kala as a auspiciousness. When Lord Narasimhadev appeared, he appeared through a pillar, no auspicious place. And when he appeared, there was no seat to have a asana for him to sit. He had to make arrangement with the Hiranyakashipu and said that. And what was the welcome drink for him? There was no welcome drink for him. Rakta. Rakta. And what was the garland for him to welcome? Huh? Garland of intestine. But Lord is not, because externally it may appear inauspicious, but Lord makes Adha Sarva Gunopeta Kala Parama Shovana. Lord will make externally it may appear inauspicious things, but when Lord appear, all inauspicious things become just like if something contaminated things when we keep inside outside, and automatically because of the sunlight the contaminated things become pure. So similarly, this impure soul when comes in contact with the pure, sometimes ideological thought process will happen. When this when we come in contact with Krishna, we are impure. What happened to Krishna? Purna Shuddha, Nitya Mukta, Abhinnatva Nama Namina. Krishna is always Shuddha. But he does not get affected, but we get affected. This impure soul become pure. So that is where, so because that is the purity of Lord Krishna. He is a Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta. He doesn't have to go to somewhere get purified. He's already pure. And just like Mother Ganges, when she absorbs all the sinful activities, tendencies, she does not get contaminated. It is we who get purified. Similarly, when we come in contact with Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna does not get contaminated. We get purified. And that is why it is very important that we come in contact with Krishna. And the best way of coming in contact with Lord Sri Krishna, because again, logical thought. Arjuna was very fortunate that Krishna was in front of him. What to talk about us? We are so unfortunate soul. Yes, we are unfortunate, but Kale Dosha Nidhi Rajan. There is Sangha Param. Even though this Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is one Mahan Gunan. What is that Mahan Gunan? Kirtana Deva. So just by coming in contact with Krishna, how do you come in contact with Krishna?
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So just by coming in contact with Lord Krishna, one can actually get purified. Now, coming to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is so special? Now we saw Lord Krishna, why does that here? Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanyaya. Rupa Goswami says, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gaurav Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most munificent Mahavadanyaya. Why it is Mahavadanyaya? Because he is coming and offering the highest benediction. And what is the highest benediction? Krishna Prema Pradayate. And that person, his name is Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaurav Krishna. So, in fact, in Prahlad Maharaj, in Bhagavatam 7th canto, 9th chapter prayers, when he when he starts pacifying Narsimhadev, he says, actually you are a Triyugi. That means you appear in a Triyuga. In Satyuga, he appears in the form of Sweta, right, white. In Treta Yuga, he may appear as a Rakta, and in Dwapar Yuga, Pita, and Kali Yuga maybe as a in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a golden avatar. But so that means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not obliged to come in this Kali Yuga, but he still comes because he is very Mahavadanyaya. And the next thing is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not even need to worry because we have turned our face away from Krishna. He said that okay, this already they have turned away. I don't have to come. But even though we have turned our face, Krishna in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes personally to all of us to take us from this Bhavsagar and go back to Godhead. And in this Kali Yuga, what are the qualification of people, all of us? What are the qualification? No qualification. Absolutely no qualification. And most Mahavadanyaya Lord is coming just like the PhD scholar is going to teach rustic people or illiterate people ABCD. So similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming personally and teaching all of us, those are unfortunate, we don't have even qualification, and giving what is the benediction Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving? The highest benediction. See the contradiction. No qualification, but giving the highest benediction. And that is why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Udanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gaurav Krishna Nama. In Vidagdha Mahadava, and the same shloka is also quoted in Adi Leela, in Ante Leela, which is composed by Rupa Goswami. Anarpita Charim Chira Karunayat Vitar Vattirnaha Kalahu. So the translation goes,
May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost core of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before. The most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love.
Anarpita Charim Charit. No incarnation has ever offered before. And what is that? Krishna Prema, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. And that is where Lord Rupa Goswami saying Lord Chaitanya Prabhu appeared to give that which no incarnation in the past has given, and that is the Krishna Prema. So we will just turn now from Srimad Bhagavatam to Chaitanya Charitamrita, and in Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we discussed last Gaur Purnima, that what are the three external reasons which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually comes. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, so the three reasons Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives. The first reason he gives that Krishna is contemplating that after his disappearing, by worshipping Lord Krishna, people are, according to the scriptural injunction, they may attain some higher benediction. They may attain to the higher level, but they are not able to get the Vrindavan Bhav, the highest, the loving sentiment. Knowing my opulence, people may worship, but the devotion cannot get. The loving devotion, what Vraja people have. So for that purpose, Krishna wanted that the people should get that Vraja Prema, the loving sentiment of that, and that is where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. Krishna in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. चिरकाल नाही करी प्रेम भक्ति दान bhakti vina jagater nahi avasthana. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, Krishna is thinking that without bhakti there is no deliverance. So I should come and teach people the topmost, which is a bhakti yug. So that is the next. So first reason that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to deliver people to get the highest loving prema, Krishna prema. That how the Vraja prema, and that is where he says that Chirakala nahi kare prema bhakti. To give this prema bhakti, Lord Krishna appears in the form of. And how to do that? Yuga dharma pravartimo nama sankirtana chari bhava bhakti diya nachamu bhavana. Translation.
I shall personally inaugurate the religion of the age, Nama Sankirtana, the congregational chanting of the holy name. I shall make the world dance in ecstasy, realizing the four pillars of loving devotion.
Yuga dharma pravirtami nama sankirtana. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, second reason, Lord Krishna appeared as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to propagate nama sankirtana. Chari bhava bhakti diya nachamu bhuvana. So that what is that he is doing? Making all of us sing and dance and feasting. So that is where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is why if you go to anywhere in the bigger cities in the world, because of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, that this Nam Sankirtan has spread all over the world, where people are chanting and dancing. So the second reason, so this dancing is not something we developed by in this age now, but it is actually is the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nachamu bhuvana, you will dance you will make dance everybody. So that is the second reason. And the third reason, that whenever Krishna decided to appear, first he makes his respectable predecessors to mother, his father, and other devotees. They will come, just like Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Mata, and Ishwara Puri, Madhvendra Puri, and along with Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya found that everyone in this material enjoyment completely lost, either sinfully, virtuously, or and because of divide of Krishna Bhakti, which can actually give the total relief. This whole Bhavasaga, the people in this material are lost, and because of that, there should be someone, and he felt compassion and pondered how to benefit these people. See the mood of Acharya. When he saw that people are struggling in this material world, there is only thing that he can do, that he was actually praying, oh my Lord, and remembering the verse from Gautamiya Tantra, he began the worshipping of Lord by offering Ganga Jal and Tulsi Manjari, and he appealed to Lord. Krishnera ahvahane kare kariya hunkara ye mate Krishnera karaila avatara. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela. All shlokas are from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yes, Prabhu.
He appeared to Sri Krishna with loud calls and thus made it possible for Krishna to appear.
Krishnera ahvana kare. Krishnera ahvana kare means he appealed Krishna. How? Hunkar. Very loudly. Ye mate Krishnera karaila avatar. चैतन्यर अवतारे ये मुख्य हेतु भक्तेर इच्छय अवतारे धर्म सेतु.
Therefore, the principal reason for the Chaitanya's descent is this appeal by Advaita Acharya. The Lord, the protector of the religion, appears as the desire of this devotee.
So the second reason Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sorry, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving. और थर्ड रीजन अद्वैत आचार्य चैतन्य अवतारे यही मुख्य हेतु. व्हाट इज द मुख्य हेतु? भक्तेर इच्छाय अवतारे धर्म सेतु. So what is the another reason, external reason of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear? Desire of devotee. So we can understand that how powerful is the desire of devotees, right? Earlier says Brahmana says that tathastu, that will happen. Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, when he was in Mumbai, Bhavan's institute, where he was invited for a class, and it was before 1970s, I think. And Srila Prabhupada gave a class, and Prabhupada would always carry stick, right? And after the class, he pointed his stick to that place and said that tomorrow we will have a temple here. And sure enough, today we have a Chowpatty temple exactly the same place. Right? So because Bhaktera Ichchaya Avatare Dharma Setu, whatever desire that devotees have, Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will fulfill. So we have to be very careful what Ichcha that we have. Because of course we are assuming that we are devotees. The prelude is that we are assuming that we are devotees. So we have to be very careful. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami giving internal reason. The first internal reason, he said that Krishna is the ocean of rasa, right? I am the primary cause of all the rasas, Ananda, Tattva. But Radharani's loves make me mad. She gets 40 times more pleasure than what I get. So Krishna wanted to understand the greatness of Radharani's love. So Krishna is the Vishaya and Radharani is the Ashaya. So right, Radharani is the abode of all this love. So Krishna is able to relish as a Vishaya, but he is not able to relish as a Ashaya. So that is where first reason that Lord Krishna wanted to understand how is the greatness of this love of Radharani. That she gets more 40 times, 10 million times greater than what I get. I wanted to taste that, right? That is the Krishna's desire. Vishaya Jatiya Sukha Amara Aswada Ama Haite Koti Guna Asreya Allada.
I taste the bliss to which the object of love is entitled, but the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater.
So 10 times million, Koti times, 100 lakhs times more than what Krishna actually get. And I want to taste that love of Radharani. Second internal reason, that because now Krishna, he has himself not able to taste his own sweetness, because Krishna's madhurya, which is a sweetness and beauty, is wonderful, infinite and full. But when the sweetness reflects from the mirror of Radharani's love, it shines newer and newer. When Radharani sees Krishna, she becomes very happy. When Krishna sees Radharani becomes very happy. So this competition goes unlimitedly, and that is where to taste his own sweetness. Yehi prema dware nitya radhika ekali amar madhurya amruta aswada sakali.
Only Radhika, by the strength of her love, tastes all the nectar of my sweetness.
Krishnera madhure Krishne upajaya lobha samyak aswadita nare mane rahe kshoba.
Lord Krishna's own beauty attracts Lord Krishna himself, but because he cannot fully enjoy it, his mind remains full of sorrow.
Mana rahe kshoba. Krishna is missing something. Krishnera madhure Krishna. He can enjoy, he can attract himself, but because he cannot fully enjoy, how that Radharani is able to enjoy that taste, he wanted to taste his own sweetness, and that is the second reason. There will be quiz at the end. Please be so that you'll be asked the question: how many external reasons, internal reasons, and you have to give one by one. And the third reason Krishna wanted that Radharani's happiness. This is very wonderful shloka, very famous shloka. Atmendriya priti vancha tara bali kama Krishnendriya priti icha dhare prema nama.
The desire to gratify one's own senses is kama, lust, but the desire to please the sense of Lord Krishna is prema.
So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving the difference between kama and prema. And what is the kama? Kama is that Atmendriya priti vancha tare bali kama. When we are trying to fulfill our own desire, that is called as kama. Contrary, opposite to that, Krishnendriya priti icha dhare. If we desire Krishnendriya priti icha, that is called as prema. How the Gopi's love is so pure, there is no tinge of lust. It is only for Krishna's love, without considering one's pain, happiness. They renounced all the social obligations and they ran to give Krishna, to give the happiness to Krishna, and that is where. So it is so glorious that Radharani is there. They surpass all of them in character, beauty, and love. And now Krishna wanted to desire Radha's love. Krishna wanted to experience the emotion that Radha goes through that. And that is the third reason, internal reason, that Krishna appears. सेही भाव निजा वांछा करील पुराण अवतर येई वांछा मूळ कारण. What is the मूळ कारण?
In the mood of Srimati Radharani, he also fulfilled his own desires. This is the principal reason for his appearance.
So Krishna's appearance, the more reason that he wanted, what is that Radharani actually experiences? Why she is able to leave everything, not having the social obligations, in the mid of the night, 12 o'clock, going to the other person. What is that actually? What is that the happiness? What is her emotion? And that is what Krishna wanted to taste as a Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he appears in Sehi Bhava Nija Vancha Karila Purana Avatera Yehi Vancha Mula Karana. With that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on the Falgun. It was actually eclipse day, and on the eclipse day, lunar eclipse, all the people, especially in Hindu family, they will go and take bath, and they were on the bank of Ganges and chanting Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. And at that time, Hari Hari Bale Loka Harsita Hana Janmila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nama Janmaiya. In jubilation, everybody was chanting the holy name of Lord. Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then appeared after first causing appearance of the holy name. So what did Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? First he made appear holy name, because everybody was chanting Hari Hari, Hari. And then he appeared on that day. It was the Simha Rasi or whatever that constellation, and on that particular lunar eclipse, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, appeared and made everybody chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Such a wonderful appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we'll just have a couple of pastimes as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, and then we'll continue what is this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a student, he would have as a book and challenge everybody, whomever he sees that okay, he would challenge and have a debate and argument, and he would actually defeat everybody, no matter whoever is that. So people would not actually meet his challenge. So one day, like this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Nimai, he would actually go to the different places, and one day he went to the weaver's house, and at the house of this weaver's house, he said that, give me this cloth. And then he asked, okay, how much this money? And then he said, okay, so and so much. And the weaver actually said, okay, this you have to pay this. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put his hand in his pocket, and there was no money. He said that I don't have any money. And then weaver said, no option. He said, okay, you take this, and after 10-15 days, you give me this money back. and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left that. And then he would go to the milkman's house, and then Nimai would order, give me milk, give me curd, and then the milkman will actually come and bring him and give him curd and milk. And they were wondering that how is that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually going there and actually ordering this, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Krishna, and as a Krishna, he would actually have milk and curd. And then he would go to the perfumer house, and then he would go there and he said, "Give me the perfume." And then the perfumer he will give the perfume. He said, "How much money I have to pay?" And then he would tell, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "I don't have money." And then he would actually go like this. Then once actually he went to the astrologer. It's very wonderful actually. And he went to the astrologer and he said, "You seem to be good astrologer. Can you please tell me who I was in my past life?" And this astrologer started chanting some mantra, and to his surprise, actually he saw Krishna there. And he was actually in a mesmerized. He was in bewilderment. And am I seeing the right thing, or I got actually lost here now? Because he was seeing the ordinary Brahman boy, but now when in his meditation he was actually seeing Krishna. Then he opened eyes and he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Nimai. Then again he closed his eyes. Now he saw Krishna in a Trivanga form. Then again he closed eyes and then opened his eyes and see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then third time he closed his eyes and then he saw all these different avatars. Now he realized that this Brahmana is not an ordinary boy. But actually he was thinking that he must be some good astrologer and he's trying to test me, or he might be some mystic yogi and trying to test me. But finally Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left because he couldn't even answer. "You tell me, what are you saying? You tell me," because he was actually meditating, he was in surprised, he was astonished, mesmerized, and he was not able to tell. And Nimai is telling, "Please tell me who I am and what are you actually observing, please tell me." Finally he was actually lost. And then he went to his guru and told, "This is what happened," but he was not able to understand that Nimai is none other than Krishna, the source of all the incarnation. So like this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did a different pastimes as a boy. So we will just quickly go through the different things now. What is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We call Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya we call as Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Maha and Prabhu. So Maha is taking the form of Srimati Radharani, Mahabhava, and Prabhu as a Krishna himself as a Prabhu. So when we call others as a Prabhu, that is not a Krishna himself. But Krishna himself, we say Ramchandra, Chaitanya Prabhu Ramchandra. So similarly, it is the combination of Srimati Radharani, the bhava of Srimati Radharani, and the feature like Krishna. So together is a Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is very wonderful pastimes that happens in Vrindavan. So one day, during the early age, Mother Yashoda saw that Srimati Radharani, she is a very wonderful cook, and she wanted Radharani cook for Krishna. So because not only it was she was preparing very delicious, but it was very good in terms of the taste and very palatable, very wonderful. So she asked Radharani to cook for Krishna. So one day, so Radharani first time she was preparing, just like when we have first ever program. So we are full enthusiastic, full preparation, full everything. So similarly, Radharani prepared wonderful cooking for Krishna. And then first test was done by Mother Yashoda, and when she tasted that, she actually felt ecstatic feeling that. And then she said, "This is something different." So then she requested Radharani that from today onwards, you should cook every day for my Kana. And Radharani would come every day and she would cook for Krishna. Now she was very happy. Now in that return, she wanted to give something to Radharani. So she went to kitchen and she got haldi, turmeric, and she wiped her hand with the turmeric. So now, when some young girl's hand wiped with the turmeric, what does it mean? She is going to marry. Now, so that means Mother Yashoda accepted Radharani as her daughter-in-law. Now, she did not, Radharani did not understand initially, and now she is returning from Nandagram to Barsana. Now, when she realized that, oh my God, now this hand, now that means I am already engaged, or I'm going to get married. Now what will the people think about me? What will my father will think? What about the other people will think? And on the way between Nandagram to Barsana, there is something called as Priyakund. And then on the way, she meets Lalita. So Lalita Saki being elder to her, she said, what happened? So Radharani trying to hide her hand, but she said, tell me what happened. Then Radharani told everything what had happened. Then Lalita said, don't worry, it's nothing a big deal. So now there is a kund called as a Priya Kund. You go there and wipe your hand. So now Radharani goes there, and as soon as she goes there and she tried to wipe her hand, and you know what happened if you just wipe and the kund is very big, what will happen to kund? Nothing will happen to the kund, right? Now if you go and if you take the bucket and you put one drop of red color during the holy time, nothing will happen, or that bucket will become, but the whole kund cannot get affected because of that. But here, especially when Radharani washed her hands, the whole kund become yellow. You see the picture here, Radharani washing that. And that is why that kunda is called as kunda is called as Pili Pokar. Now that kunda become everybody came to know now that earlier it was only to Radharani, to Lalita Saki. Now everybody came to know that this is something happened. But Vrishabhanu was very happy. That means he was very happy because Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they have accepted their daughter as daughter-in-law. So he was very happy. So he sent 2 boxes of pearls and diamond as a reciprocation. So Vrishabhanu sent 2 big boxes, and then that boxes reached to Nanda Maharaj's house. And Nanda Maharaj may not have equal wealth. Now he was wondering, what shall I give Nutu as a reciprocation? So he was thinking, and Krishna came, and he was thinking, how can I help? Agar abhi kaam mein nahi aaye to kam kaam mein aa jaye. So Krishna was thinking, no, I shall do something. Then he asked what happened. So Krishna immediately he sowed the pearls, diamonds in front of Nanda Maharaj, and immediately it started growing as a plant and a big tree, and it started giving now pearls, diamonds, and not only 2 boxes, but hundreds and thousands of boxes can be filled. And with that, Nanda Maharaj now reciprocated with that. And Krishna now is very happy. So Krishna started dancing, and he's very happy. So in the mood of that ecstatic feeling, he come to somewhere called as Pili Pokar. And now Krishna on that particular day, so he goes and to take a bath. Now when he went there, Krishna was surprised and astonished because when he saw his reflection, Krishna is a Shamavarna. When he saw his reflection, there was no Shamavarna but Gauravarna. He went back again. Then again he saw that there was a Gauravarna. She said, something happened. Okay, let me go and take bath in this Pili Pokar. And then he goes inside the pond. Krishna is a Daksha. He's very expert, not only anything but in swimming also. But on that particular day, Krishna was not able to swim. What happened? He was completely lost in that ecstatic mood of Radharani. Now he started drowning. Now when somebody starts drowning, what happens? What will be the posture? Somebody has experience? When somebody is drowning, what will be the posture? And that is the posture of our Gauranga. People didn't understand. What is that? Krishna is so expert in swimming. Today he is not able to swim. Not only that, he's drowning. And not only drowning, and he's doing raising his hand. And so they are not able to understand. When Krishna came outside, it's very wonderful actually. As soon as he came, all his friends, they saw that Krishna lost his flute, Krishna lost his peacock feather, and Krishna was not a Shamavarna. Went inside Shamavarna, came outside as a Gauravarna, and he was more beautiful. And all the Gopas were saying that we have never seen such a feature of Krishna. What happened to you? And then Krishna completely lost and he started asking, where is the Subal, where is the Sudama, where is, so he started asking that all of them, and actually he says very beautifully, kaha mora prana natha murali vadana kaha karo kaha prana vrajendra nandana. This is the mood of Radharani. It is a mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, I started asking, where is the Lord of my life, Prananatha? Where is that who is playing the playing the Murali Vadan? Kaha karu? What shall I do now? Kaha prana vrajan, kaha pau vrajendra nandana. Where shall I find this vrajendra nandana? Now Krishna is, it is himself, but now is in the mood of Radharani. Now is in a different ecstatic feeling. So there is other story. Actually, it happened that Krishna on that day he lost his cow and he goes on the bank of that lake. But particularly in this section where he was so ecstatic and he goes there. Now in that mood, all his friends they said, Krishna, today you have shown a very wonderful things, but you don't want to be miser. Can you show this feature to everybody and everyone? Then Krishna said, don't worry, I will myself appear in this feature, in this next Yuga, Kali Yuga, as Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. And that is where Krishna comes as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and raise his hand and encourage everybody to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And again, logical question may come. What happened to Krishna after that? Then all this ecstatic, when Krishna came to all these things, so Gauravarna disappeared, he came to his Shamavarna and he started playing with his friends. So this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the qualification appearing in this Kali Yuga? What is the qualification of this Kali Yuga? Hypocrites. So what do you mean by hypocrites?
Having something in the heart and
Yeah, something inside different and
showing
something different. So similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I will also, Krishna said, I will also appear in Kali Yuga. Like the people, like the master. What did he say? I will also appear in the hypocrite. Inside Krishna, says Radha. That is our Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is so wonderful that Krishna came as a Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to those who are not even qualified to receive this, most unqualified, but giving the highest benediction, which is the Krishna Prema. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming, all of us giving this. So it is said, so we will end with this. चैतन्य चरित यही अमृतेर सिंधु जगत आनंदे भाषय यार एक बिंदु means Chaitanya Charita hi, the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Amrutera Sindhu, is the ocean of nectar. Jagat Ananda Bhasaye Yara Ek Bindu. Translation.
The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are an ocean of nectar. Even a drop of this ocean can inundate the whole world with transcendental bliss.
चैतन्य घोषणीर लीला अमृतेर धारा सर्वेंद्रिय तृप्ता है श्रवणे याहारा.
The nectarian drops of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes can satisfy the senses of everyone who hears them.
So, first of all, just by one drop of that, it can inundate the whole world. And we have seen, following in the footstep of that, our founder Acharya Chaitanya, founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada has shown that one drop can actually inundate the whole world. And then that Goshanira Lila Amrutera Dhara, Sarvendriya Trupti hai, Sravane Yahara, those who hear the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that actually gives everybody the satisfaction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are such a wonderful. In the following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can imagine that all the previous acharyas and come to Srila Prabhupada, they can be called as a Parshada, follower of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because they are, especially our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, taking the instruction of the spiritual master and spreading this holy name all over the world. Sarvatra prachara hoive mora naam, right? Bharat bhumi prithvi te acharat What is the slogan? Prithvite acharate nagarade grama sarvatra prachara hoive moranam. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's one desire that was fulfilled by our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. And in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, now it is a responsibility for all of us that we take this instruction very seriously and spread this message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and this holy name to all over the place, which is already done. And by doing that, what would be in return, Mujhe kya milega, right? What would be in return for all of us is that we have opportunity to become a parshad of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So to conclude that this in a couple of days, in 48 hours, we'll be celebrating Gaur Purnima, and most munificent Lord will be appearing. He's already appeared, he's there. One day, there was a class, and one person said that now in this Kali Yuga, people are becoming so much of degraded that how now will Lord appear or he's going to appear? And the devotee who was actually giving the class, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already appeared in the form of holy name. He's already there. All we have to do is that spread the holy name. And if there is a Kali Yuga's impression is more, that means we are not chanting or we are not doing spreading of holy name. So to conclude that it is our responsibility that we spread this holy name and prepare ourselves. The whole purpose of this class was that the same Lord, now we have opportunity to celebrate his appearance day within a 48 hours and Hridaya Mandira. So to our heart that we have to have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the most beneficent Lord. And once we have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our heart, our life actually become successful. And then we can dedicate our life that to dedicate our life for the mission of Srila Prabhupada and mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Janmani Swara Bhautat Bhakti. I don't want anything else but the devotional service of Lord Sri Krishna, where we engage ourselves and engage others in the service of Lord Sri Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Patita Pavan Kali Yuga Dharma Avatar Srila चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद। Any question, comments, discussion? Do we have time? Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for the wonderful class and really enjoyed it. So I have a question regarding astrologer pastime. So finally, Prabhuji, that pastime in parallel to Akrura's pastime, Prabhuji. In case of Akrura, he went to the river, he saw the darshan of the Lord, and then immediately he came and we could understand it was the Lord showing me different things. But keeping the same thing in case of astrologer, he saw different forms of the Lord every time when he was meditating. And every time when he comes out, he was saying Nimai. So his habit of change, he saw him in many forms, many times as compared to Akrura. How do we understand this Prabhuji?
Okay, so question is that when Akrura could see Krishna in vision, then he could actually see Krishna there. But why similar kind of transformation may not happen? What we talk about vision, when Krishna was personally present and even Duryodhan was seeing Krishna, was he able to see that? Naham prakasya sarvasya yoga maya samavata mudhayam nami janati lokom mam ajam avyayam. Even Krishna is personally present, people will not able to see Krishna because of the covering that we have, right? The conditioning that we have. But of course, the pastime is different here. So Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already shown him that vision, and that. But even if Krishna personally present, one of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Parshad, when he was along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, still he could actually deviate from the principles and he was engaged something different. So it is not necessary that every time we will get same reaction, because Krishna is independent. It is not that it's like mechanical things. You do X, you will get exactly Y reaction. It is not like that. So Krishna is independent. Second thing, that even Krishna is personally present. our reciprocation. "Ye yatha mam prapadyate tam tathaiva bhajanam." Are we ready to see Krishna? So even if Krishna may be present here, even if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come, what would happen to question, right? Imagine Lord Krishna personally comes here, what would happen to all of us? What would be our reaction?
Is it really Krishna?
First thing will happen, is he really Krishna? And somebody says, yes, he's Krishna. Krishna, can you give me bank balance? Can you give me promotion? Can you give me something else? And we will be lost in that. Right? Never do something else. In fact, one devotee was saying that when we are actually, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we go to Goloka Vrindavan, on the way, the messengers, those who are carrying us, they will say, "Are you sure you want to go? Look at here, heavenly planet, so beautiful. Look at here, so many wonderful things. Are you sure that you would like to?" That time we have to be very convinced that I want only one thing, Krishna Prema, nothing else. So even if Krishna is there, are we ready to see Krishna? Because of our conditioning, we may not see Krishna. Does that help, bro? Yes, bro.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
Krishna is Sachidananda, and in this pastime, and Krishna wants to feel how Ishwadai wants to feel. Right? So, how do we see this? How do we correlate Krishna is Sachidananda versus this? Is it like to glorify the devotee of Radharani, or how we understand this?
Okay, so first of all, Krishna and Radha, they are not different. They are only one. But eternally they are separated. So there is no difference between Krishna and Radha. Second thing, Radharani is not a devotee. It is a Krishna's internal energy. And there are many reasons. Krishna is expert. And when he is doing some one thing, there are different purposes that he can do. And one of the purpose that he wanted to give a glimpse that how I will be coming in the Kali Yuga. So that's one of the reasons. And second thing that, because you see that the mood of Krishna, we may not have access to the mood of Krishna. And that is why Chaitanya Charitamrita reveals that mood, that, and we just now saw the different slokas of that. How can I taste that Radharani's spring? And when he actually was taking bath, or he was actually inundated in that ocean, he was overwhelmed by the frame of Radharani. And that is why he was actually transformed in this ecstatic feeling of that. But Krishna is always Sachidananda. It's not that he get transformed from this Krishna Varna to that. No, Krishna is like this. He's a Swarat. He can do independent. He can do in moment. He can actually show Gaura Varna. He can show Shama Varna, and he can also become a small baby also. So that way, there is no difference between that. Is that question that, or you have something different in your mind?
Yeah, that answers the question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The session was very nectarious, like the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so I just pay my obedience to you. My question is, Krishna, our Lord, is superpower, right? He is having all the power, so why he could not experience that feelings in Golaka Vrindavan and he has to come back to earth to experience that? So what is the speciality hidden in earth that he has to come here and experience that?
So that is the power of Srimati Radharani. Krishna is called as Madana Mohan and Radharani is called as that. Krishna is the source of this Cupid, right? I mean, he can actually bewilder everybody. But to bewilder Krishna is the Srimati Radharani. Though they are eternally one, but eternally they are also separated. And that is where Krishna's energy, Radharani is Krishna's internal energy, and which is separated from each other. Krishna wanted to taste that. Now that is there are two different aspects. One is the pastimes to exhibit that. Second thing that it doesn't mean, now that may also raise the question that means Krishna is incomplete, right? So now, for example, we are working so hard in this material world because we are incomplete in a one sense, because we want something which is outside, we think that it is outside. For example, money or something that if we get that, then we'll be able to maintain ourselves. We'll be able to. So we do our activity having some agenda inside that. So that means we are incomplete. We have to depend on some social or some other things. But Krishna is not like that. So this is the pastime. So Krishna, in one sense, is a complete. Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta. Krishna is a complete, but in other sense, Krishna still desire that because Krishna is a supreme person, as a Purushottam Bhagwan. He is like a person. When it comes to person, person also has a likes and person also has a desire. So that is so because if you say it's impersonal feature of Lord, then he has no liking and he has no disliking. But Krishna has a now somebody may say, why Krishna like a peacock feather? Why not some other feather? Because he's a person. He has a likes, like we have a likes, we have a dislike. Krishna is a person and Krishna has a likes and Krishna has a dislike. So similarly, Krishna wanted to taste that nectar. And that nectar will come only from because Krishna has a different Shaktis. And one of the Shakti is Ladini Shakti. And that Ladini Shakti is the Radharani is the abode of that Krishna, the Prema Shakti. And to taste that, we have to have a form of Radharani. You cannot do something else. Krishna can taste that nectar as a Vishaya, but Krishna cannot taste that nectar as a Ashaya. Ashaya, which is the abode of that love, the abode of Prema. That Prema is only with Srimati Radharani. And that's why Srimati Radharani is a Ladini Shakti. And that if you want to taste that, we have to go to Radharani. And Krishna said, okay, let me taste that Radharani. And that's why Srila Prabhupada was actually asked first, and the follower of Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada in a class he said that I will never fall down. And then after the class he was going to the altar and in a very divine and very meditative mood he was actually praying to Radharani. And his assistants after the class, after the prayer, he asked Prabhupada, what were you praying? And Prabhupada said that I was praying to Srimati Radharani that let me not fall down from that. And that assistant was surprised. He said that in just few minutes I always said that I will not fall down. He said, now you know the reason why I will not fall down. The father of Srila Prabhupada, in fact, we worship Radharani because through Radharani we get Krishna. Because going to Krishna directly is very difficult. Like for example, going to the premise, you will not even recognize what to talk about. Even if we go there, we may not know that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So we go through devotees, and when Radharani is like mother, she will recommend that this devotee has done bhakti in the Bhakti Center of Panathur. He did some service, and she will recommend our name. And once Radharani recommends our name, our life is successful. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Gaur Purnima Maha Mahotsav ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Louder now.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. So, we all know how merciful Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the parampara, every devotee is merciful. I know Prabhuji and we had a personal 1 hour time in Panyali festival. See, Prabhuji is smiling, there's a secret. Okay, so merciful. 1 hour he took me to convince to take up Krishna consciousness. That much merciful. You know where I am standing now. Because he bestowed mercy, I am standing here. So that is the merciful nature of devotees, how it is coming through parampara. So Prabhuji is so merciful, how humble, tolerant, all the Vaishnava qualities we can see from the Prabhuji. We take huge inspiration from Prabhuji. In fact, Prabhuji, we got his son Gauranga by Garbhura Sanskara. If you see him, like he will play with, not toys, he will play with Jagannath Bhattacharya Subhadra, he will play with Mridanga. Like when you see him, you see the bliss in the devotees. That much is the Prabhuji's dedication and bhakti. Let's all, thank him, Prabhuji, by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Actually, Prabhuji gave wonderful class, like 3 internal reasons, 3 external reasons, the 3 forecasts. I was not knowing how, Gauranga was, why he is standing like this. I was not knowing. Today only I got to know from Prabhuji. Amazing. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for investing all of us. So, I have few announcements. We have successfully completed Gita course in Panathur and Sajapur. Total 150 participants taken 1 round Siksha. Can you imagine? 150. All glories to Kartikeya Prabhu. Yes. Under his guidance, we were able to do such a wonderful things. 9 new Bhakti Rickshaws formed from yesterday. 9 new Bhakti Rickshaws formed. And we are planning to have a Gaurav Purnima festival at our ISKCON Whitefield Parent Center, ISKCON Whitefield, on 7th evening 5 p.m. onwards. Please join when you get time. Please join. It is wonderful feast for our eyes. The Abhishekam happening, the the multiple flowers, the Pushpa Abhishekam, and the all the Pancha. What do you call it? The Pancha.
Special class by Kishore.
Very. Don't miss the next time.
I already poured 1.5 hours.
Oh, special drama is also there. Please don't miss the festival. Please come to ISKCON Whitefield. If you come early, you will get a seat. Otherwise, you have to stand outside. Okay. Yes. So then, with Prabhuji's inspiration, His Grace Kartikeya Prabhu is launching a Shloka Day mobile app on Gaur Purnima. And one great news: Mega Youth Festival for all youth boys. Close to 1,800 boys is joining in Tirupati, March 10 to 12, and it is being led by His Grace Harishwara Prabhu. And Prabhuji has been traveling back and forth for Tirupati for this, arranging this yatra. Please pray for the youth boys. Nowadays we know how youth are very much spoiled. They are taking a huge endeavor to revive our culture. That's all. Thanks. His Grace Kartikeya Prabhu and Harishwara Prabhu chanting Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah. Announcement is not ended. So next Sunday here, special Gaura Katha by His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji. And we had done 2 new altar installations. One at Kunal Prabhuji's house, another one is at Dayal Prabhuji's house. And during the course of the Gita course, we had a 3 Srimad Bhagavatam installation at our Panathur center. One is at Mariappan Prabhuji and Kavita Mataji. One is at Sagar Prabhuji, and another one is at Venkat Prabhu and Shweta Mataji. Today is another special day. Yes, do you all know? It's the birthday of one dear devotee. It's Prahlad. Our dear Lakshmi Mataji's son, dear son, Prahlad's birthday today. A special cake has been cut. Okay, let's all celebrate nicely. Any newcomers are there? First time enter the center. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we have some special gift for you. Please come forward. Please come forward. Okay. Hare Hare. Okay. We have 3 prasadam sponsors: Lakshmi Madhuri Mataji, Sapna Mataji, Hari Prasad Mataji. Yeah, all 3 of them sponsors for today's prasadam. Let's all thank them by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay. Last announcement. Okay. So Tuesday, Gaura Purnima, what we should do on that day?
Fasting.
Fasting. Yes. So the devotees do fast till evening moonrise. Moonrise is 6:30 till this one. After 6:30, we should break the fast with Anukalpa Prashadam, which is like what we cook for Ekadashi. If you don't know, please ask your mentors or the guides or senior devotees. They'll help you with that. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. The next is we have wonderful Arati. Yes. For the pleasure of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, let's all dance nicely. Yes. And then after that we have feast. Yes. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, as usual in the Gita course, the Matatis can go that side and Prabhuji can.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. ठीक है
Divine grace, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णु पाद परम हंस राष्ट्रोत्तर श्रीमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोपाल महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। रामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। देव श्री कौन श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम सुंदर राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। कुरुक्षेत्र क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। लक्ष्मी देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। गौर पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। पनातुर सेंटर संडे फीस की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। और गुरु शासन मंदिर की और गुरु शासन मंदिर की और गुरु शासन मंदिर की और गुरु जन्म से श्री गुरु एंड गवर्नर और गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की just one request to all the